from Kapital Boost to present her case. Please.
Assalamualaikum everyone, and my name is Nordana. I will be presenting for Kapital Boost today. So Kapital Boost was formed to address two main problems. The first is the limited access to financing for SMEs in Southeast Asia, where the data in September 2015 says that less than 60% of SMEs have access to bank loans, while approximately 50% are unserved or underserved by financial institutions. The second problem that we see is the shortage of attractive Islamic-based investments, where the investment options available right now caters largely to high net worth individuals, hence pushing out the smaller guys from participating in wealth generating activities. So we see a practical or feasible solution. Why don't we match, using the power of the internet, both small investors as well as the small businesses? So help the small businesses get funding and let the small investors earn returns while they are at it. Hence, and also not coincidentally, this resonates with the Islamic principles in which is the mobilization of resources from surplus units to deficit units to support real economic activities that enhances human welfare. Hence, Kapital Boost was formed in 2015, in July 2015, to offer Islamic financing for SMEs using the structures of Murabaha as well as Mudaraba in Singapore, Indonesia, and inshallah Malaysia. Alright, so how does it work? An SME who needs financing comes to Kapital Boost. We will assess if they qualify for funding and what are our requirements: in operations for more than a year, annual revenue of more than 100,000, and sales revenue of more than 100,000, and positive cash flow in the past 12 months. If they qualify, then Kapital Boost will proceed to perform an in-depth credit risk scoring, where we will assess them on operations, finance, analyzing key risks such as business, financial, as well as meeting up with the management. All these findings and analysis will be published in our campaign write-up, which we will launch on our website for our registered members, which currently stands at 2,200 individuals. So these members will review as well as assess if they wish to invest in these businesses. And we also provide the option for these investors to contact directly with the businesses to do their own due diligence. So what does Kapital Boost strive to do? So we strive to provide a better financing option for SMEs versus banks, money lenders, as well as credit cards. In terms of approval, we offer fast and ready approval, where a campaign can be launched within 7 days. In terms of cost, it has gradually come down to be better than credit cards as well as money lenders. And in terms of penalty, well, to discourage late payment, we impose a 1% penalty, which is not as exploitative as compounding effects of interest. And in terms of amount, it does not matter the size of the SME, but it's the size of their purchase order. So a small company can raise with us up to 100,000 if they have strong credit history, strong cash flow, and a purchase order to evidence that amount. And so far, we have funded 14 deals, raised more than 500,000 Singapore dollars, and we have also partnered with the largest SME association in Indonesia. So the future ahead for us has challenges, but also opportunities abound. So we do recognize that the first challenge is the low awareness on Islamic finance and crowdfunding, even within Singapore. And for that, we do monthly sessions to educate business as well as investors on Murabaha, Mudaraba, as well as what is crowdfunding. The second challenge is in regulation, where it could stifle our growth, but it could also enable growth in terms of according more confidence to a platform like us. And we are staying on top of regulatory updates to ensure that we are ready for the eventual regulation. And in terms of opportunities, it's exciting and it's bright because the small number of Islamic crowdfunding platforms, but demand for SME financing is huge, right? And with the power of the internet, you can reach investors in untapped markets without the huge cost burden associated with physical setups. And Asia is the right place to be because in 2014, the Asian crowdfunding volume increased by 320% and raised about $3.4 billion. So Kapital Boost is at the right place and at the right time. And our team comprises of dedicated individuals with a background as diverse as credit, compliance, Islamic finance, marketing, entrepreneurship, and we are confident to forge ahead, to dream big and grow beyond as Asia's first Islamic crowdfunding platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Noriana. Please, if there are any questions from the floor?
Yeah, I have questions. Back to your credit scoring. Now, banks takes years and years to develop a robust scorecard for risk. At which point do you think your credit scorecard is robust enough that the risk can be passed on to the investors?
I think right now we do recognize our shortcomings, and that's why when selecting businesses to fund, knowing that our investors have pretty low risk appetite, we look for companies that have a purchase order to ensure that there is a positive cash flow for them to make the future payments for the investors. And it's something that we definitely will look into making our credit scoring system a lot more robust to afford confidence to our investors. But it's something that we're definitely working on.
Yeah, the gentleman here.
Can you describe your revenue model? Are you charging a flat fee for the entrepreneur or the investor? How's it work?
Okay, so our revenue model is that we take a 4 to 5% admin fees of the amount raised.
Okay.
No other fees than that.
All right.
So what would be the typical return on investment for somebody who funds a project that you raise?
So for now, our rate of return so far for investors has ranged from 18% to 24%. But we do recognize that it's a difficult balance because something that is good for investors is going to be difficult for the business because that's going to be their cost. But our returns are also based on the kind of risk that the business carries. So a company that has a relatively low risk, it will be of a low returns, whereas a high risk will be a higher returns.
All right. Thank you very much. Another round of applause for Noriana for great presentation, great idea.